Well, there's Tati's AMC popcorn burbling there, so you know it's time for real talk. A new epic Marvel movie is in theaters today, and some big stars have new movies streaming this weekend. Let's get to our man of the hour, the Tower of Power, the cat who knows where it's at, movie reviewer Greg Russell. What's up, Greg?
And background singer of the Commodores. Great.
We have to start with the new Marvel movie, Eternals, a big ensemble cast. It's being described as epic.
That's what I've heard. Yeah, Angelina Jolie, Salma Hayek, and like you said, a cast of many. All about this group that had been protecting the Earth for so long. They were kind of like on a little break, but next thing you know, these bad people show up. Best known, their names are the Deviants, how appropriate, who want to take over the world. So that makes the Eternals have to come out of retirement and get back in action. Here's a clip.
All right, what are you hearing?
Hearing is very good. As you and I have talked about before, Marvel just has the formula on these types of movies. And people who said that, this one had been pushed back as well, they said this one is definitely well worth the wait. I'm looking forward to checking it out this weekend. Didn't get to see the screening because I was doing some interviews. But as always, I'm quite sure Marvel came up right for all the action.
All right, up next, a new movie with Tom Hanks that people may not have heard about, Finch, but it's sort of a spiritual cousin to Castaway, eh?
Yes, I even brought that up at one point to Tom. We're used to seeing him talking to, Wilson, his, volleyball.
Well,
this time he...
I'm sorry. All right, go ahead.
That is no problem. And this time he's got a dog and a robot that he made. It's a story about a man who's on a journey. He didn't want his dog to be left alone in case anything happened, so he made a robot and teaches this robot, somewhat about how to be human. Got to talk to Tom Hanks, and I got to tell you something, Jason. This is like talking to an old friend you've known since high school. You'll see right now. Welcome back to my basement. Glad to have you here.
The world headquarters of all that you survey. I think it's great, man.
There you go. There you go. And I thought about this. You remember there's that old line from Hollywood, never work with kids or animals. Well, of course, in this one, you've got your dog. And then you've got the robot who's like a kid because you've got to teach him. Yeah. But however, it all blended very well, didn't it?
That dog, little Seamus, started off as an intimidating professional dog. Could do the behaviors. Don't call them tricks. The handlers don't like it when they're called tricks. He could do the behaviors, and they were sophisticated. Right. Kind of amazing that they can get a dog to figure that stuff out. But when I picked up a tennis ball and he looked at me like, "You gonna throw that?" And then I threw it, and then he brought it back, literally dropped it right there. Says, "You gonna throw it again?" That's not a professional relationship. That's a personal one between a guy and a dog, and it was fabulous. And we were able to carry along from that with a lot of affection and respect.
And even like your character Finch, he's on this mission that a lot of times when we're on a certain trail, he wanted to follow it through, and through no matter what, through hell or high water, to which I think we did see hell and high water in this movie. He did his best to make it through.
Yeah, there is a quest here that it started too early, so it's not quite ready to do it. So it's not like sent off with orders from the President of the United States. It's like, we got to get out of here. We got to get out of here. And there isn't a single one of us who hasn't had that moment in our lives. We say, I ain't ready, but we got to get on with this.
Tom, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much. And my wife, Rita, told me to tell you hello.
Hey, when's your wife's Rita's birthday? Mine's coming up in a few days.
Mine's April 14th. Hers is April 14th, I should say.
Dude, you came right through with the knowledge of that. Good for you.
How you like that? Well, happy birthday to your Rita.
My best to yours.
Well, I would hope that you would know that date, but I see what you mean. I like what he said about your basement, the world headquarters of all you survey. You got to put that on the wall, and then Tom Hanks, you got to stencil it.
Oh, I will. I'll have it for next. That's for sure.
How many reels are you giving this Finch?
Definitely, even though we've got the halves now, this one is definitely a solid 4. I mean, because there's some people who said that they're not into movies where it's just like one person. But Tom Hanks gives an excellent job, as always. Plus, he mentioned my wife's name and said hello. I also give it a 10.
Finally, a movie that hit Netflix on Wednesday starring Tati's favorite, Idris Elba. I'm fanning her. Regina King is also in this, among others. What is The Harder They Fall all about?
It is a Western that stars, it's a black Western, I should put it that way, all about the black cowboys. And it's about this one group where the people get out of jail. They want to go out, take up revenge against the people who got them there. And it's just a lot of action. Would remind you somewhat of also the Clint Eastwood spaghetti Westerns. Got to talk to everybody except Idris, and I'll tell you why after the interview. Here we go. It was just like, hey, the strong survive when it comes down to this.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about a Western, right? And the idea of frontiers and, undiscovered lands that there is no government, there is no social norm, there is no town or city, and if there is one, it's right at the juvenilia of its existence, which then leads us to usually an adolescent way of living.
Gotta say, here you are, your character, Mary, she has her own saloon, hotel thing. And everybody would probably think, oh, especially with a name like Mary, she's going to be this nice, quiet, petite, lady. Mary didn't take any crap, did she?
No, she certainly did not. No, yeah, I think that was a very fun part to play for her. I think definitely sort of she's the adventurer and can go in the world and take care of herself, but then also a businesswoman who can perform and can play that role and seduce as well. I liked that she could, do all those things and do it on her own terms.
Thank you for bringing it to us.
Oh, thank you, Greg, man. That means a lot. That means a lot. It was a passion projects of the highest degree, and it was a film that I believed need being presented to public. It's a story that needs telling. These people, these characters that really existed, they need to be seen and spoken about. So thank you. It's an honor to have you watch it and your friends dig it.
All right, the ladies in the room are swooning over the accent. How many reels for The Harder They Fall?
4.5. There you go with your first half, Jason.
Yep.
And it's really good. Also, the fact that they are based off of real characters, like Delroy Lindo plays Bass Reeves, who, as everybody knows, that was the inspiration for the Lone Ranger. So you've got him and so many other people who really existed. And the reason why I didn't get Idris is he saw me on camera and he went, "I'm sorry, Greg, man. I can only talk to Tati. If she's not here, I don't." So and he walked.
You just stole Tati's thunder while we were watching the clip. She's saying that the reason you don't have Idris is because the two of them had plans.
See, that was the plan. That's how it was made, right there.
So where can people see more of your interviews?
At our website, movieshowplus.com. Please go there. You'll be able to see all of them, including the whole thing with Tom Hanks. And it's funny when you had mentioned the part about the wall here, Jason, he talked even more about it once we got to the end. So go to movieshowplus.com.
All right, from the world headquarters of All He Surveys, that's Greg Russell. Greg, have a great weekend.
And you too, Jason. Take care. And Tati, have a good one. He'll call you later.
That's great. Thanks, Greg.